Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to Friday Facts with Jim and Jim.
Glad to be back.
Glad to be back. My name is Jim Goza, branch manager for Top Flight Home Loans. Of course, we have here with us as
Jim
always.
with Remax.
Yep, Jim and Jim. We're going to bring you a little bit of a marketing housing update for rates and let's talk about it kind of format. So,
sounds good.
What are you seeing out there this week? What
Nashville prices hit an all-time high in May. It's crazy.
I heard that too.
But inventories are up 30%.
Yeah.
Some great buys out there.
Yeah.
Some terrific buys.
A lot of people wanted to move to Nashville and take advantage of a great market here, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good. Well, real quick, wanted to touch on interest rates. Just this week, we did have the biggest daily drop for mortgage interest rates in over a month, right?
Yeah,
so pricing is trending in our in a favorable direction right now.
Sure.
How long?
Awesome.
Yeah, how long that'll last? Kind of a wait and see, but we'll see. But there are options, right? And that's what we discussed last week, a little bit last week, and of course the benefits of owning a home, right?
Yeah.
Jim Allen, I was at Publix this week.
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
you had to do Uber Eats.
Well, now from time to time I'll get out of the house and actually go to the grocery. But you know what? I overheard a couple talking about purchasing, and they were disappointed because they were told by another lender that they had to have 20% down.
Yeah, that's just definitely
right.
Not true.
Doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have to, right? But there are other options. Okay, now I don't know what their situation was. Well, I do now. Actually, I've discussed it with them, and I can tell you.
You chased them through.
I did. I heard them from way across. But in all seriousness, though, I do talk to buyers that were turned down by a lender because of credit score, because of their income versus their debt just didn't work. The down payment options weren't to their satisfaction, right? Well, why is that, right? Well, some products, correct, do have parameters, right? But the reality is banks do have overlays. Okay, the regulatory agencies, Freddie, FHA, VA, Freddie and Fannie, have guidelines that we are held to. However, banks and lenders will come on top of that and add additional guidelines. They may say, you know what, we're not going to lend under a 680 credit score or a 660 or whatever the case may be. Same thing with income. Same thing with down payment options, right? Especially the bigger banks. And again, I'm not trying to talk negatively, but I do get referrals from Realtor, Jim Allen, as well as other banks that just have those overlays. We don't have those, which means a lot of times I can look at a situation where they were told they didn't qualify, but they do. Right? It's simply because they talked to another bank, such as ourselves. That's what we're here for, is to educate you guys. And a lot of consumers don't know that because banks aren't going to advertise, hey, we're not as aggressive as another institution, right? It's great to get a second opinion, if not by us, someone, okay? I'm going to stop there because I can talk about it all day, but
please.
And again, I want to stress, not to mention the fact that Tennessee is ranked #1 in happiness for people who move here from another state.
I know, it's incredible.
All right.
People love it here.
They do. Home of the week, what do we have?
We've got a great listing, Creve Hall, total renovation, top to bottom, half-acre lot, garage, price at only $539,900.
It's in Creve Hall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I live.
Great area. Well, that is a negative.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't have said that then. No, but in all seriousness, love the property, love the area. I've actually lived over there in the area for 15 years. So
wow.
We're going to end it with that. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday once again, and we'll see you next week.